Hello and welcome back to the Cookout podcast. Yeah, that's the fucking start. I'm not using any of this shit. We can do this all day if you want. We can do this all day. Hey, welcome back to the Cookout podcast.
This is going to be 1 hour. Welcome back to Welcome back to
Please, it's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. All right, I'm leaving. See you later, guys.
Damn.
It actually was.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Let me do the intro, okay?
It's already done a bunch of times.
No, let me do an actual like.
All right, do it. Please. Go.
Hello and welcome back to the Cookout.
Did you really think I was going to let you do that?
No.
This isn't NPR. This is the Cookout podcast. We're silly Billy Willies.
I hate my webcam, bro. It's so bad.
You need to like super glue it to your wall or something.
Holy motherfucking god.
Just so you know, audience, Raccoon Eggs might be the most self-critical person on the planet. He said, I don't like my neck.
Should we talk about that? Is that okay to talk about?
It's not my neck.
Let's talk about your insecurities for an hour.
Oh my god.
Amaranth's husband has been abusing her. Have you seen that?
I did see that on Twitter, yeah.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Popular Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't watch Twitch.
I don't really know what to say from that, but it just sucks, you know? I wonder how that goes, moral of the story for this one. No matter how much money you have, it's not all good.
I don't care because she's not me.
All right. Okay.
So you're super critical of yourself and also a narcissist. You were built different. 100 emoji.
No, I don't care, you know?
How would you get out of that scenario?
Apparently you do care.
Use it as a hypothetical then.
I don't know Amaranth. I've never watched any of her streams. I don't know anything about her, but I can empathize that she's in an abusive relationship and not be like, who cares?
Abusive relationship? I didn't hear what you said. Okay, that's kind of fucked, yeah. I just heard like...
And you're a backpedaler? What the fuck?
I just heard some person has a vague problem that isn't me, so I immediately jumped to don't care. And I mean, to be fair, I still don't, because I don't know who the person is, but I hope they get out of that.
You hoping they get out of that is caring.
Yeah, best of luck, you know? Hope they figure that out.
Get well soon. Get well soon.
Yeah, get well soon. You know?
Just give him an IV drip.
Want an IV drip? I got a bunch on my camel over here. Yeah, he has 3 humps. Yeah, the entire hospital's full. Yeah. Oh my god, yo, put that baby to bed, bro. What the fuck?
What else? I liked when you brought up an actual topic. What else you got?
Wait, who?
Somebody brought up an actual topic. I really like.
I don't even remember what the actual topic.
Big Nasty brought it up.
That was my favorite part of the podcast.
Salt or pepper?
That was my favorite part so far when you brought up a topic. And
salt or pepper?
Pepper. Can you bring up? Stop! No, don't ask salt or pepper. All right, think. Use your fucking brain. You got anything else up there?
Racc, why don't you ask a question?
Pancakes or waffles?
All right, y'all want to talk?
French toast. 100%.
Oh yeah, true.
I thought we were going to talk about YouTube. Unless you
Racc, spill it.
But
tell
the issue with that though is because Asian McNasty and me are relatively normal, as McNasty said. But Racc, you're the odd one out. So I don't know if you're keen with it. I said he was. Kind of
I would rather talk about a real topic.
So what aspect of YouTube do you want to talk about then?
I don't know.
Of you're your perception of YouTube.
You're the one that said we should talk about it.
You just said that you were down for the conversation of YouTube. So like you would know what is on board for that conversation and what's not in your mind, what you're not keen to talk about.
Nah.
Why aren't you uploading?
Why am I not uploading? Because I hate all the content that I get, except for some of it. Some of it is good.
Why do you hate 99% of the content that's created?
Yes, I want to know that answer because we spent a couple hours, you and me, and I believe Asian was there too, yeah?
I was there too.
Everybody was there, yeah. We helped you.
Oh, when I was streaming?
No. We afterwards.
It was after you're
one
of the
about
recordings. Yeah.
When we helped you format because he has like minutes, 10 minutes plus of all this content, and we help him format it because he has like a minute that he through his head is like, okay, this needs to be the best fucking. The moment I see like 1 second of a clip, I'm like, oh my God, I'm laughing so hard, right? So everything needs to be so to this level of perfection that we're like, okay, calm down for a second. You could throw a lot of these clips in because you're just throwing them out. So we helped him, and we got like a good 10-minute to 8-minute video, and it's good. All it had to be is subtitled. And we learned today, early before the podcast started, that he threw all of it out. So why?
I didn't throw it out. I just,
You said it, you
dragged
threw it
away.
out. You said you did.
No. I mean, yeah, I moved it to the side. I didn't delete it.
Yeah.
But dude, they were there before we helped you.
You know
so
what?
you basically.
You know what I
out.
want you to do? Can I ask you to do something?
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably not going to want to do it, but I want you to make this video, right? I want you to take all those clips that you moved aside, put them back, subtitle it, finish the video, post it, even if you don't like the video, and see how it does.
Why the fuck would I do that? That's the stupidest idea ever.
Do it as like a test. If you
Why
post
would
it,
I do that?
It's just
Dude,
a video.
I convinced
But here's the
you
thing: is
to
if you
actually
post it and it does just as good, if not better, than your other content, maybe that will help you realize that you're being too critical of your content.
I doubt it though, and that's what I'm saying. I've been saying this. That I mean, at this point, you know, it's like talking into a void. You know what I mean? Like, Racc, I convinced you to upload saying you're fine. All this entire conversation that we've had, and you did, and you came back, and everyone loved it. And I told you it was going to be good, and you were like, no, I'm going to get hate, et cetera, et cetera. You're super critical about the negative stuff.
What did you get? 50,000 comments of
and
just love.
Everyone was fine. Everyone was happy. You know, and I was like, great job, man. I even said to you afterwards, like, okay, you're fine. Take some time, and then get back to it because you're good. You have so much content of years of like backed up stuff, and we helped you format it and everything. But I mean, you don't like it. You have this level of perfection that
don't you
is
have a
literally
second channel?
Shooting yourself in the. Yes,
Use
you
second
did.
channel, right?
I do.
Use that.
I don't think it has AdSense, but yeah, I could post on there.
I just recently made a new second channel because my old second channel just got fucking bombarded by age restrictions, and my second channel is already popping off.
I would be sad to
after
see
2 videos, and it's
the
like
video that
content
we formatted there. I would be sad to see that on Raccoon Extra. I would.
But that's the thing. He needs. I don't know.
There's nothing that McNasty. There's nothing that we can say to him that will change him. I hope you understand that.
I can't process, and I want you to try and explain this to me. I can't process how if you were to take that video and put the content that you didn't think was good enough in it and post it, and it got like, let's say 2 million views, right? In like a week. That wouldn't change your mind? That wouldn't make you less critical of your content?
No, because
it's a quality thing for him.
Yeah, it's not about numbers for me. It's about, does it make people happy? Does it make people want
Well, yeah. So yeah, let's say you posted, it got 2 million views, nothing but just perfect across the board content or comments of people being like, oh, this is the best video I ever watched from you. This is amazing. Please keep posting. And it made everybody happy.
If I can guarantee, if I just posted without thinking, there would not be comments saying this is the best thing ever. Like, I kind of have to put a lot of effort and thought into it.
You would think I get comments like that on videos that I think are just kind of eh. You don't understand, like your perception of what your content is and the majority of your fan base is completely opposite.
Yeah, I want it to be like for all ages as well, or all types of people. Like a kid can watch it and be entertained, but like an adult could also be entertained. So like if you get a lot of comments and support, it's not the best indicator of the quality of your videos because you might just have a young fan base.
If you try to please everybody, you're going to please nobody, dude, because you're not uploading.
The amount of overthinking that's going on here is just beyond me.
And that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's no. I'm looking out for people that are like me. And the way that I feel about... But the problem
is if you don't post, then nobody's happy. Nobody's happy.
I don't think they allow people internet access in the psych ward. You know, like, I'm playing around, but dude,
that's the thing. If you never post, you're making nobody happy. You're just making everybody angry and upset.
I also
want to see you.
Yeah, but I feel like
just want to see it.
There's people like me, like adults, that want to see good content. And when they see something disguised as good content that is actually half-assed, that makes things worse than if you just hadn't watched the video at all.
So would you say that my content is half-assed and not good?
No.
Well, a majority of my viewers are between the age of 18 and 35.
I have a different kind of fan base, I think.
Not really. I mean, we both have very stupid, like fucked up humor.
Yeah, but I feel like it has to last. Like the video has to be able to be watched like years down the line and still be good.
Most of my videos have like 2.5 recurring. Like there's stuff you can see in your analytics now. Like it'll tell you your percent or your average of recurring viewers.
Yeah, and but I don't want to go off of the numbers. I want to go off of like how I feel inside. Like I want to feel like this is the right thing to do.
I think the other part
you have
that
to
Racc
go through analytics though. You have to.
I think the other part that Racc's trying to like explain is that he wants to put out something that he's happy to put out. If that makes sense. Like
yeah, if it's really
he wants to be proud of something
matter.
He puts out. If that makes sense.
If it's really successful,
that level of
matter,
overcritical with your own content, you know, you're shooting
that's the
yourself
problem.
in the foot.
Yeah.
If you're so overcritical to the point where you're only posting twice a year, that's that's bad.
You're literally your worst
There's
enemy.
a lot of YouTubers that do that. Like post twice a year.
But they post like commentary videos like JonTron.
Sam O'Neely.
And you know what JonTron does?
What?
He puts a sponsor in every single one of his videos because he cares about money.
Cares about living properly, you know.
I'm just saying, like it just there's a certain threshold where you can be a perfectionist, and then anything after that is just being hypercritical, and you're like a 500 points above that.
You're looking out for so many different aspects in your content. I'm looking out for content that is rewatchable for all ages, and it hits everybody the same level of laughter. You're also looking at content, making this content persevere through the test of time. I want it to be just as funny as the day I uploaded it 5 years down the road. It also has to make me feel like good inside, and it needs to be something I would watch completely from start to end. It also, you know, needs to be every single category of this video needs to be the same game. It has to have good mics. Oh, this one I felt a little annoying in. I'm throwing away the entire 2 hour and 30-minute recording. Like, what point does dog? I respectfully disagree with that. I mean, it is exactly how you think. You know,
I just don't want to upload trash. It'll make people more upset than if I don't.
That's
upload.
The thing is that what you see as trash is completely different than what the rest of everybody else thinks is trash. That's the problem. Is you're so hypercritical of content that is good that you think it's not good, even though everybody else thinks it's great.
Well, I'm happy with some of the content I have now, and also what I'm saying is like I want to make content for other people like me, like other people who want something like perfectionist,
that are so hypercritical about disguised comedy. Like they're like, oh my god, if I even a feel of a hint of something that's not genuine, I'm gonna dislike and be angry with raccoon eggs. You know how like of a minority that is? Like very little people care to that level.
Probably like 8 people out of your 3+ million subs.
Like why? Why cater to those people when you should cater for the people that are actively wanting new content, want this in the way that you know you always put it.
And not only that, but the people that do want it, you're upsetting by just completely like not posting at all. Like those people are upset.
Okay, I want to post, and I have like good content so far, like I said, but I haven't been able to record in the last month because of, you know, the health stuff. Once I'm able to record, what
8 to 10 minutes of content that was good, you know.
No,
you know
it's
me,
not
man.
good. It's not good. Trust me. It's no. Okay, but you have to understand.
I don't trust you when it comes to content, man.
But
because of the way that you display yourself. You are hypercritical. Do not trust anything you're saying to yourself.
It's more of a humor thing. Like I can't help it that my humor is hypercritical. So most things I find very unfunny.
But you know what's weird? You know what's weird to me though is like a lot of clips you will be busting out laughing at a joke, but you don't include it. So it's like you think it's hilarious in the moment.
It's funny in the moment.
You've watched it 800 times in Premiere, and then it becomes unfunny.
Yeah, that happens too. Where like maybe I laughed in the moment, but then I watch it later and I think no, I don't think anybody will find this funny.
You watch it a million times and then you don't think it's funny. Or you're layering the issues that come through content creation. You don't need to record more. That happens to me all the time. You have enough footage. I mean,
I can recognize when a moment is very funny, like very hilarious. And even though I'm not busting out laughing in Premiere because I've already seen it a bunch of times, I still know when I post it and people watch it, they're gonna think it was as funny as I felt in the moment.
I think
it's gonna be the first. It's gonna be the first time they're ever hearing that joke.
I think I'm also hypersensitive to context. So like if something is recorded in the context of it's a bunch of YouTubers that are trying to get content, then like I can feel that when I watch back that content, and it makes me not like it.
That's understandable.
Yeah,
That's something that I'm very attuned to. I'm also very hypersensitive about that genuine aspect.
Yeah,
that's how I
I can definitely agree with that. There have been moments like where I've played with the guys just because we played so many times that sometimes it just feels like we're just pushing it, and then it's like,
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm kind of just almost like pity laughing, or I'm laughing to make it better somehow. But most of the time, like when we had that session where we played with like McCreamy and Fitz and them, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking hilarious. There were so many like organically funny moments in that video.
Respectfully, I feel I get that feeling a lot when I watch your content, McNasty. That it is very much a bunch of dudes coming into a room together and trying to make content. And that's fine, you know what I mean? Because it works and people are happy and you're happy. But from the aspect of like content creation, because many people do it from different ways and different reasons, money, passion, etc., etc. And people have different ways they go about it. But I understand what he says in the sense of like, it feels like there's been environments that I've been in terms of recording that it feels a certain way. And regardless if it works for them or it doesn't work for them, everyone's perspective on the situation is completely different because I bet you don't have that feeling at all, you know, but when I watch,
no, like if I'm in an environment like that, which I have been in quite a bit, I tend to just not use the content hardly at all.
That's fair.
Because I don't really like that feeling either. I don't want to have to put in a clip where I feel like I'm forced laughing to make a joke better.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly how I feel, except I just feel like that way easier.
All the time.
Yeah.
And then added to the other list of hypersensitivities.
Well, maybe you need to go back to just solo CSGO surf
Yeah, maybe.
and just pray that you don't get recognized.
I've been thinking about that because the thing is that so many people already do the whole like YouTubers playing together thing. Not that it doesn't work and that it's not entertaining, but just for me, I feel like it's overdone and I can pick up on the vibe of like, oh, people are just doing this to meet a quota.
Yeah, the thing is too is like I feel like you probably feel that way in situations that aren't like that at all. Like I said, in that when I played with Fitz and McCreamy and them, when we had that session, it was even the session we had where we first like played again, like me, you, Asian, JC, like when we had that first session, that felt so organically hilarious to me. Because it was like it felt like I was playing with a new group I haven't really like spent a lot of time with. Like everybody had new fresh jokes. You know, everybody thought things were funnier. It just felt more like, I don't know, it just felt more real.
I think it's because I was streaming, and so I could tell watching it back after that I was trying to be entertaining for the stream, and then it didn't feel genuine. At least not my part, which I don't want to make a video that's just other people being funny.
Racc, I think for you to be able to succeed, because I know that the situation that you're in is pretty dire, the sense of your health and the sense of you living, in the way that you will succeed is you have to relinquish this level of control over your own content.
I just got to record more. Dude, I don't want to use a whole bunch of year-old footage. I want to get fresh stuff.
I'm telling you right now.
Do you think if you were to upload on your second channel, you wouldn't be as critical? Like because it's just kind of like a throwaway thing. Like you can be somewhat critical. Like obviously, don't upload just like completely unfunny footage.
I think I would still be critical because I'd be like, I want to upload on my main. Like I don't really care about uploading on a.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like so. What I'm doing currently on my second channel is I'm either uploading like older CS:GO or Siege footage, but I'm also uploading like I have a horror game uploaded right now that's not posted. I have a Gmod session with Vanoss and them like uploaded that's not like I'm using that second channel to like play other stuff, not just like things that where the game is entertaining, not just fucking funny moments on a FPS, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you would excel with that because it gives you the opportunity to play a lot of new games, a lot of new fresh like. You know, there are sometimes where you'll play a game and it's fucking boring and you just scrap the recording. I've done that before. But you know, when you're playing a lot of new different games over the course of, you know, a month or two, sometimes you run into some really fucking like that. Did you ever watch that West Hunt video?
No.
The like old Western video where it's kind of like, it's almost like Gmod hide and seek where you kind of have to guess who the person is. Anyway, we randomly found that game out of nowhere, and now like a ton of YouTubers are playing it, and it's fucking super hilarious. So you just, I don't know, maybe you could just do that for your second channel and just
Yeah,
It doesn't have to
but
be
I
funny
feel
moments.
like I feel like I should figure out my main before I think of that, because I was gonna do that with like streams, like cut them up and upload them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to figure out what to do about the content block, which is basically just that I need to record more, because all the content I have that I scrapped that you guys said is super funny is like a year old, and I don't know. I think my sense of humor changes very rapidly, so shit that was funny a year ago is like not funny to me anymore. I don't want to use it.
I didn't feel that way at all. Like when we first started recording CS again, I felt like I was making you laugh pretty easily.
Oh yeah, I mean that was good, but again, I was streaming, so I could tell that
Oh,
that I'm trying a little too hard, and I don't
yeah,
like
I
that,
get that.
because it was my first stream back. You know,
Yeah.
when I get more used to streaming, it'll be better for content. But I gotta fucking get my health together to do that.
It'll all
Yeah.
come together in no time. Just give it another month.
Like I am rooting for you. I want you to
Yeah.
be. I want this to be a successful career for you, and the
Shucks.
hypercriticalism is preventing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of views that you get. I know you don't like numbers, but you know views do reflect they do reflect that people are interested in your content. If you're a YouTuber that gets millions of views easily, like Smitty gets 1 million views every video, no problem. That's a reflection that people love his content. Even though it's still numbers, you know, it still means that people enjoy what they're watching.
You know who else gets millions of views? Every garbage YouTuber ever.
Well, yeah, but it's, you know, they're pandering to kids. Kids watch anything. You're not pandering to kids. A majority of your viewers are probably between the ages of like 16 and 30.
Yeah.
You're not pandering to fucking 10-year-olds with bright colors and, hey guys, what's going on here? Welcome back to slime, blah, 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 Play-Doh bullshit. No, that's not you.
Yeah.
So you're obviously in a position where you have a lot of mature minds that are interested in your content. And the fact that you are able to do that, and that this right now it's not a viable career for you, it just blows my mind. Like anybody would jump at the opportunity to have what you have.
I don't want to. I just don't want to be like the cancer YouTuber that is just like living.
You don't
off
have
of,
to be.
living off of the misfortune and the attention spans of others.
How are you going to record more?
You know, once I'm not fucking sleeping every other night.
You've been fucked up via
How do you
your
fix
health
it?
for a long time. What is
It's
the
like
way
one
out?
thing after another.
I know, and everybody is fucking getting mad at me for it. It's not my fault.
No.
Getting mad at you.
We're,
Like
we're
my
caring.
parents. Yeah, I appreciate it. My parents are very.
Kill them.
If you're wondering, if you ever wondered how I turned out so fucked up, it's not all my fault.
Yeah.
How are you going to get out of this health issue though?
My parents are calling the doctor, I think, tomorrow, or my dad is.
Okay.
But you've been to doctors before, and this has been going on for a very
I know,
long time.
I know.
So
But what else should I do?
My point is that you're in a situation where you need to get help, whether it's outside of the state that you're in or a financial issue of actually being able to see a proper healthcare doctor. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things that you need to take care of in order to get your health back in order. And being in a situation where your job is not your job anymore and you're not doing well off of that, that's an issue. Would that not be? Like, how do
Yeah.
you...
So what do you think
you're
I should
already-
do? What should I
already
do?
Buddy, I already told you,
You should
so
when
many
you go
times, but
when you go to the doctor, you should tell them like, "Hey, I have a job where I
Oh, it doesn't matter, dude. You know where I live? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I live
That's
somewhere
okay.
where they don't give a shit. Like they
they
literally
don't give a
care.
shit. That's the issue, and you need to find someplace else. But you can't do that without actually having the funds and the means to be able to do that. And you're
Yeah.
sitting on an actual way to do that. I have helped you to the point where I was like, I'll be your editor. I'll just subtitle. I'm not going to format the video for you at all. And yet you still refuse.
Actually,
like-
I gave him that option too.
I
Like,
appreciate
I'm like,
it, but I want to edit
fuck.
myself. It's got to be a certain
But
way.
you're fucking crippled right now, dude. That's my thing.
Well,
Like,
well-
I'm like literally like, what?
All right, thanks.
I'm
First
like-
of all, second of all, I can edit myself even if I was crippled. All I have to do is sit down in my wheelchair and edit.
Yes, but you don't feel like it because
crippled doesn't entirely mean like broken legs."
All right, mentally crippled. Well, it's editing. It's
Yeah.
fucking easy. All right, I can do that
If
part.
it was
but
easy,
I need.
then I mean, it would have been
Well-
done. But You know,
No, editing is easy. It's the recording that I can't do right now.
my thing is that
You're
are
recording right now,
swamped with so much stuff. So you have your
Yeah.
health issues, and then the hypersensitivities, the list of that in order to even get content out, and the refusal of help on that front, and the refusal of getting some kind of solid foundation underneath you. I'm just, it's crazy. to me.
Wait, no, I'm
You know?
not. I'm
And
not.
as
re-
people
I'm
that
not
want to help
refusing.
you.
Wait,
Yeah.
how? Wait, where am I? How am I refusing help?
Any kind of like help in terms of editing, or the help of like recording stuff, talking to you about doctors, or like trying to find something out here or different states. I mean, like there's been discussions about trying to walk you through it, and you never really want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
You wanna walk me through it?
We talked about this before, in terms of
I don't
how
remember
we can
that.
best help you.
You're gonna call doctors for me and pretend to be my dad?
Not calling doctors, but talking about a game plan, talking about how to, help you. We've talked about this before, and we can help you the most in the sense of content. We can help you the most in the sense of like helping to make content, helping in terms of like pushing out content, that kind of stuff, because that's what you struggle with.
Right. I'm down to get content. Like I can force myself to record in small doses. Just
Why are this mask?
What are you laughing at? What's so funny?
Why is McNasty laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I'm not smelling my mask.
Okay,
He's
I was
stinky.
laughing because of McNasty. Don't mind
Oh,
me.
okay.
Stinky.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Stinky.
I'm just I just wish you the best at this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think that anything that we can say. That's why it was a bit of a futile thing in terms of fleshing out this further. On the podcast, maybe it is interesting for the listeners, but there's a lot of things that he has to jump through to be able to put something out. But I don't think any more conversations about it will change his mind, McNasty. Like
You know what you could do? Just post one video, promote the shit out of the podcast.
He doesn't, dog. he's
Post
not gonna
one video,
fucking do
promote the podcast, and then you can just live off the earnings of the podcast. How about that?
That sounds like I
sounds
feel like
what's
I'm
going
taking
on.
up resources, bro. Like that just makes me feel bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Hey, I'm
Post a
reminding
video.
you of my existence so that I don't starve. Like, why should anybody give a fuck about me as opposed to like millions of homeless people that probably deserve the help way more?
Because we're your friends. I'm not friends with millions of homeless people.
No, I'm talking about like the people that watch me. Like if I posted a video like, "Hey, I'm going through a hard time, guys. Go listen to my podcast." Like why
No.
why
You don't have to
should
say
they?
that.
Yeah.
You post a video. I'm talking about like a CS:GO video, like a recording, and then promote the podcast in the video, and then the podcast will get a huge bump in interaction. And then,
Yeah, but if I do that with like half-assed content, I won't feel good about that.
I don't know. In the end, I just think that.
Well, you know what? Then suffer. I guess.
I just think that it's unfortunate that Racc's been through all this stuff. Like I remember hitting him up like a couple years ago after TwitchCon. It's just like one thing after another. First there was the moving, and then there was the mold, and then there's there's like just one thing after another for a whole 3 years, and then he came back out of nowhere. I was like, hey, he's finally getting back. So it's just unfortunate.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate all the way around.
We wish the best. We wish the best for you, man. And we would be like more than happy to just, get back to the things we used to do 3 years ago. Literally play games every week for like 3 or 4 days a week.
Well, we got some content. Yeah. We got some content, Asian. I want to use it. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But I need more.
No, dude, I want to produce shit with you, man. I want to produce
I want to
shit.
puke into a bucket for 3 years and save it.
McNasty, where did that come from, buddy?
How do I live without you?
Yeah.
Let it out.
Well, that was the most serious we're ever gonna get on the podcast.
Bro moment.
It's
Until
probably
the next
the most
episode,
serious, yeah.
when we get on
That was
the
definitely a
politics
damn
side of it.
Daniel moment, if there ever was one.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck?
Can I just say to your offer to help me get content, I will take you up on that. Absolutely. Anytime you feel up to it, send me
Who's
a
offer?
message.
Just hit you up?
Yeah, even if I'm not online, if you message me on Discord, I get it on my phone.
What if I send you my pee?
Then
Well-
I won't fucking respond.
What if I send you
okay.
a picture of me in my
Understandable.
freshest fit and I say 1 out of 10 thoughts?
Anyways, yeah, if you message me and I'm offline, I'll still see it and we can do something.
What if I message you like just how I was feeling that day?
What if I
Would
just
you, like-
send you
I
an
would
audio
like that
file
too.
with me
I would-
farting on my mic?
I would love to talk to you guys for any reason, even for that, Asian. Like, just talk to me, dude, because I don't have
What if I
anything to
got up
fucking
after
do.
those podcasts and took a dump?
No, I got you. You know, honestly, yeah, I'll hit you up, man. Because like, honestly, that's another thing I've been feeling recently too. Because I've been pretty frustrated with content creation too. It's just you know, you know when you're just out there trying to reach out and like find your own group of people to play games with. It's just like,
This is the group.
yeah, this is supposed to be the group. So now I'm just gonna start reaching out to this group.
Yeah, unless I
kinda done
have
with
plans
content
already
creation,
made
to be
with like other people, I'm pretty much always down to play.
Yeah.
I literally have nothing going on in my life. I wake up, I sit down on my computer, I eat a shit ton of grapes, and then I go to bed. That's my daily schedule.
Alright.
Grapes.
Really snappy grapes.
We'll
Oh,
start off
dude.
with that. I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
hitting you guys up every day.
Yeah. Hit
And
me
then-
up, and if I feel up to it, we can do something. I will force myself because I do not enjoy doing nothing all day.
Yeah, it's definitely gets shitty after. I've recently been like trying to get into a bunch of shows just because of that, because I'm just so fucking bored all the time
That just makes me feel even less productive.
watching a show.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
No,
I'm
I'm
either
not
doing
doing
that or
nothing.
I'm just watching YouTube videos and eating a
Yeah.
shit ton of like a literal metric ton of grapes.
I've been just super busy with school. Like I'm trying to grind out this last semester. Basically, after December, I'll be done. I have my degree with kinesiology, and
What do you plan to do with that?
well, I mean, if I can't do what I want to do, which is I want to make music and all stuff, but like if that doesn't work out, then the degree is gonna help me with physical training. I could be a physical trainer.
You said PE
Yeah.
teacher, and I remembered something really fucking disturbing I saw. I'm not even gonna. All right, JC, did you say that you were done with
Okay.
content creation?
I'm fucking sick and tired of like the mental anguish that I put myself through.
I feel
You know,
it. Explain.
Like, dude,
I had to fart.
yeah, we'll let McNasty fucking fart.
Did you hear that fart?
I didn't hear it. Your noise gets
Thankfully,
too
no.
powerful, dude.
I went, what?
All right, go on, JC. What were you saying?
I don't know.
Continue, brother.
I gotta think about that, man. Hold on. Dad, I actually don't want to talk about this because I'll get emotional, bro. I swear to God.
How
I
do
will.
I live?
It's okay.
Without you.
This is a podcast where we're all getting real with each other.
Yeah, this is the crime
This is literally
podcast.
the realest podcast.
This is the
that we're
cookout,
having
but we're
right
all
now.
fucked up and
Nah, I
emotional.
just got
Yeah.
too red, man. I'm good.
No,
I'm
no,
good. We'll
ignore
talk
the
about
oth-
it another day.
No, ignore the other two, dude. I want to hear it.
Nah, I will actually cry.
What?
I'm good. Yeah.
For
I'm good.
why?
Nah, it's a lot of anguish. Not fun. Yeah. We'll talk about it another day.
right.
Maybe when I'm feeling better. But
I
let's
just
just say
shared my anguish with all of you.
If Jeffrey Dahmer offered you a foot sandwich, would you take it and eat it?
I think,
I think-
closing thoughts before actually, because I don't know if I'm gonna
Fuck is
talk about it
happening to
fully,
my
but
internet,
Oh,
bro?
Asian
I've
is
been doing
frozen.
content creation for shit.
Asian?
Dun, dun, dun,
Hello,
dun,
hello.
dun,
Okay, I'm
dun.
back. I'm
Oh, he's
back.
back.
Okay, we're good.
He's a
Oh, shit.
robot.
You know,
It was
CK,
lagging.
this is the thing. This is the thing I don't fucking understand, dude. Like, I live in fucking
neither.
Silicon Valley, right? I live in fucking Silicon Valley, and then I have homies in the Philippines who have better fucking internet than I do. Like, bro, like,
He charged up. He charged up for that.
fuck, man. Like, I need to stop. That shit makes me so fucking mad.
I don't want
Dude,
to.
it's probably just Discord. Like Discord has always
no.
had internet issues.
No, but this
Not
shit
very
always
reliable.
happens to me. I always like disconnect out of nowhere. Like if I'm fucking sharing my screen or something while like playing a certain game, it just disconnects out of nowhere. And I'm like,
Maybe you
dude,
should
the
come
game,
more often.
Well, you're in Silicon Valley. Get a job and fix it.
it's
When was
just
the last time you guys
it's
blew a
weird.
load?
Jesus Christ, McNasty.
Anyways.
Anyway,
Wait, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave my
Yeah.
portion without
Fellas.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Fellas.
Okay, all right. McNasty's going to
Fellas.
talk now.
No, JC. JC, go
I want to know
ahead.
when the last time you blew a load. Just answer it. A couple
Well,
days
how
ago,
about-
yesterday,
we'll-
5
we'll-
minutes
I
ago.
don't
We'll
know.
put a
It's been
pin
a
in
while.
that. We'll answer that after. Go
No,
ahead,
I'll
JC.
answer right now. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been trying not to do any of that. Semen retention. I don't want to leave. a portion of that. I'm not going to talk about it too
disappointed.
much, but when your identity and when I've been doing this since 2017, I've been a part of doing YouTube content for that long, and for it to feel so empty this long in with very little to show for it, it kind of crushes you a little bit. And when you have such a block in content, when you have such a block in, you know, this is my life. This is like what I dropped out of college, and you know, I don't have any more passion. There's so much
I was gonna one comment I have about what your channel has going on. I don't understand why you don't like continue to do the things you've seen successful on your channel. Like
because
do the Discord stuff.
Dude, I did the Discord stuff for so long, and then it just started.
It was good.
Yeah, and you understand how fucking difficult that was? Because it was all random. Discord, you have to notify people when they're recording. Like when you're recording them, it needs to be an event. Everybody in the server needs to know that you're recording, and a lot of people are going to act differently because of that. They're going to try too hard.
Why do you have to notify? Is it a legal thing?
It's a TOS thing.
It's TOS.
But I would
You'll get unpartnered, and you'll also get deleted.
You got a partnered server.
I would
Okay.
just not listen and let them punish me.
That's where I was literally thinking that, because I was like, I'm so fucking fed up with this. I just want to make content. I'm not like putting anyone in a bad light, you know?
Why don't you do Omegle stuff?
I don't give a fucking. I thought about that too. I thought about literally everything that I can do. But
Get like reactions out of people somehow. I don't know. Watch TikToks. Like there's so many different things that are just instantly successful on YouTube.
Don't watch TikToks. So like, why should I?
It's
right.
at the end of the
I'm
day.
I'm taking
it's like
all
a
advice
loss
that you
of
gave me
passion,
with a
though.
grain of salt. That's your advice.
Well, we're not talking about you. We understand your struggle. We're talking about somebody else here.
My thing is that I don't want to like fall back onto that kind of content, because that's not something that I'm passionate about. I'm not passionate about reacting to TikToks. I'm not passionate about. Like,
I don't think anybody is. Most people that do that usually do it for money.
they're passionate about the money.
I'm passionate about
Omegle. You could do Omegle like that's.
I thought about doing Omegle, but it's the same fucking thing with just face cams as Discord. You're talking to random people and you're trying to like.
But you gotta get a reaction out of them, man. I don't know. Play the trombone.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not like what I enjoyed was, and what I still enjoy is just meeting random people and talking to them, but at the same time having those bits with friends and just doing content that's really, really funny. Like me and Racc, I have this recording. We did a Minecraft playthrough, and it's so fucking funny, and I really, really enjoy it. And I have a next episode that we recorded, and I never edited it because I don't want to do it anymore. You know, like I was like, I can't do this anymore. You know, like I'm at a block in terms of my passion. It was fucking insane. No, it's great. It's just that you're right now for a completely understandable reason. You cannot like keep up a consistent schedule. So I would very much get frustrated by having this amazing content that I think is like 100% like needs to be shown, but it's so difficult to like get it out. So I was like, I can't continue to produce this, and that's understandable. I understand.
No. I think you should hit me up anytime you want to record, because you know if I'm not feeling good that day, I'll tell you. But then, I want to be able to help you get content too, because I like that series.
I do too, but I also, you know, it's a whole thing with that. There's a lot more to it that I enjoy it, but I also don't want it to be the only sole thing that I want to do, you know, and I don't want to continuously be like, for my only content on YouTube, like, hey man,
Minecraft doesn't have to be the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so there's like nothing else that I'm passionate about though. I've like my
so you don't have to
dregs,
like not every single video has to be fueled by passion.
Dude, like, I don't fucking enjoy Omegle. I don't enjoy TikTok. I try to do CS Surf and talk to people. Dude, I just get frustrated because I don't want to talk to these people anymore. You know what I mean? Like, why am I putting myself through the ringer? I used to do YouTube for passion. I used to do it and really enjoyed it, and I just rode the ride. And I had a really good time doing that. I never had a business savvy mindset to it. Do you understand how many times I've thrown away this like gold coin that I've been given? Like the regret that I have is immeasurable. And it weighs you down completely. And I said I wasn't going to talk about this that much, but here I am.
And maybe it's a little bit different for me because I actually have passion making just very good, like funny moment content. Like, I don't know. I've always loved doing that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's amazing. I do the same thing. But when the reason for doing it and the people that you want to do it with are no longer available. It's just like, you know,
Yeah.
Well,
like
I'm
The
around.
circle's
dude,
back
Nick
to
Nasty,
like the same
imagine if you
frustration.
lost
Yeah.
all your friends, man. What the fuck would you do? You know what I mean? What kind of content would you make? You would have to do it by yourself. But I also want to do.
I'm still here to help you make content, dude.
It's a lot of people, man. You know, I
More
don't want to
than
like
just
focus
me?
on one person. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I want to be able to have that group, and I love you guys. I really do.
Yeah.
But you all are busy with your life, and I understand it. Busy with your own
What life?
things.
The only one here that's ever busy is Asian, and that's because he has like
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
a
Yeah.
girlfriend and basketball and stuff. In
Those are
school.
the two things that he.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, whenever you guys reach out, I'm always there to reply back within like
Yeah, you're always you're.
I'm
you're-
always on top of
even when you're
replying back.
asleep, you just wake up and you're like, oh, maybe tomorrow.
You know,
Yeah. So that's
What
why
about-
like so that's one of the things that I struggle with too when it comes to reaching out, because like I would reach out and then I'm just be like very anxious and like on my seat just like getting ready to type back, but I'm like no reply. But I mean that's like it's just a different
Don't-
like
You got to get rid of that mentality. You
Yeah.
got to like if I
yeah, it's just like it's wired to
You gotta
me
get rid
like
of it.
yeah.
you have to just whenever you feel that, just remember that we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We don't care. Like we're not like, oh my god, this guy's so like cringe. We're not going to reply. Like, that's not us. Like whenever I'm typing in like the goons chat and I'm like, hey, let's play tomorrow. I'm like, hello. Like dumbasses, like fucking reply, say something.
Yeah.
Like I don't, because I know that they don't care. They're not going to think I'm like weird for double texting. They're not like some crush I'm trying to talk to. You know,
Yeah.
we're just some dudes. You know,
Yeah.
we're guys. We don't judge.
there was also a phase like a year ago
Remember?
where I just wasn't like. I had funny moments. I had a good time with it, but I just want to do other stuff. I wanted to do commentary. I wanted to talk about stuff, but
I watch a lot of commentary channels.
Yeah, there was a portion of like I wrote a bunch of scripts. Like the amount of like unfinished projects that I have is startling. Like my Google Docs is filled with just full on scripts that I never finished because
There
I
are
didn't
dogs
like
at
it
Google?
the very end. I think
Shut
so.
the
Yeah,
fuck
and cats too.
Oh my god.
Google dogs.
Google cats.
I just Google dogs and look at the pictures.
Yeah, there was a specific video that I actually wanted to put out where it's the limits of commentary content, because at the end of the day, it becomes very much about other YouTubers and a glorified newscaster, which I don't find any particular love in that. I don't like the idea of like your entire livelihood is like giving your 2 cents on
Gossip.
Amaranth's fucking issues. You know
But
what I mean?
people love watching that.
It's not about people loving it. It's about you loving what you do. That's the thing. And it can be for
But
either
wouldn't-
or. McNasty.
shouldn't that like ignite some passion and like, oh wow, I'm doing something that
Dog,
you know,
could
makes a
do
lot of people
family-friendly
happy.
content, Roblox content, like very
well, yeah, but that's
family-friendly.
cringe, bro.
Yeah, dude, but you hear yourself? No, dude.
But dude, so like I watch like Cody Ko is right.
yeah, and watch.
I watch a ton of Cody Ko. I watch Danny Gonzalez. I watch Curtis Connor. I watch all
Yeah.
like Pyrocynical, all those types of people. You could do Pyrocynical stuff where it's not really like commentary. It's more of just like, I mean, it is commentary, but it's more of like
Furry roleplay.
his own understanding of like a game or something or movie.
I think Pyros is very a lot more
Yeah, he did.
unique and a lot more.
He's the only person where I can sit down and watch an hour and a half long video. like I do not do that with anybody else.
It was a lack of passionate topics for me. At the end of the day, the only things I was passionate about were talking about the things that I weren't passionate about, which was like really
Butter.
fucking depressing. I was like, and keep in mind, I don't go to college. You know what I mean? I used to have a part-time, but that was way before, and I was still a kid, basically 17. I'm almost about to be 22. I was doing YouTube for such a long time that it was my main source of income, and no longer is because I can't support it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's a place of not having the passion, because if I needed if my passion was money, I would still be doing it. You know what I mean? I would be milking the fuck out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
It's a matter of wanting to do something that I enjoy. So when you're in this room every single day, alone with those thoughts, alone with just the want to create content, but continue to hit wall after wall after wall after wall, it degrades.
Dude,
Like
I
I feel like I'm
relate
You ever
literally
thought about
melting.
therapy?
Huh?
Therapy might help.
Yeah. I went to therapy. Dude, I went to a therapist, and look, I'm fully, if you go to a therapist and it works for you, I'm really happy for you. And it's very hit or miss, I've heard from many different
Yeah,
people.
it
You
is.
have to
Some
find the
people
right
like
one. Yeah.
100%. 100%.
It's like finding a barber.
It was the first thing my therapist told me when I saw her. She was like, "Hey, if I'm not the one for you, find a different person. That won't hurt my feelings at all." There was one therapist that I went to a long time ago, and my man was like dressed like really casual. Like
naked?
I'm not like no, he wasn't naked. Oh my god. No,
Big old
but
schlong hanging out.
I don't expect them to wear like a suit and tie. But like for you to be that fucking, he was like essentially wearing Crocs. You know what I mean? And while we were talking, he was like, "Hey, you don't mind, right?" He just takes out this giant Subway sandwich and just starts chowing down and just like every now and then just
Wow.
fucking nodding. And I was like,
Were you like an alleyway? Or
So like, yo, I went to 8 years of school just to get paid to eat a Subway sandwich in front of you.
after that, it
That's
wasn't
supposed to
even
help.
like,
That's supposed to be part of the therapy. Hey man, you want some?
maybe calm down.
This tuna on Italian herb and cheese might help you out, bro.
It was weird, man. It was fucking weird. But yeah, no,
That's
I,
actually weird.
that was the last time I saw that guy. I've been like only to two, and I what is it called? I went to I had two, and I haven't been to the second one in like months because I just couldn't be fucked. So
Yeah.
it's a deeply rooted problem outside of that. But
Yeah, a
content
lot of
creation,
things
you know,
a lot of things that we experience on like a YouTube level is usually not just a content creator thing. It's like it's literally like just how your like emotions are about shit.
Yeah.
Like if you deal with those emotions, they could completely fix like your job.
I hope so. I hope that I'll be able to do that. I don't really have energy anymore, you know? That's
Can
why
I
I was
just
very happy
say-
when you hit up with the podcast, because like, hey, you guys want to make a podcast? I was like, yeah, man. That sounds
Yeah.
nice. That sounds sweet.
It's a good
You know.
reason to get up in the morning, and
Exactly.
also
It gave me reason.
You woke up
Yeah.
at 5 p.m.
Exactly. It would have been 7 if it wasn't for the podcast.
True.
I would have, rolled over, looked at my phone, no text, going back to bed. But let me just say, JC, that I relate with everything you just said. And,
Same.
Yeah.
I do too.
Probably that it's also like therapy is a good idea. Like I definitely need it too. But you also need to remember that therapists probably don't know a lot about the internet. So that's another tricky thing too. But I guess
It depends on
like
the
you
age
said,
of
Therapist,
the
yeah.
age of the counselor you find. That's
True.
what I'm saying. So a lot of the time, if you're young, people say you want to match your age and your counselor, unless you're like fucking 12 or something. But if you're 25, you want to find somebody who's also around that age that can relate with
True.
you. You don't want somebody that's fucking 80 telling you about World War II and shit.
It's also things that are like out of my control, though. I think the same with Racc, in the sense of I don't have like a normal job. I don't, what is it called? I don't go to school, and I moved here and halfway through senior year to Florida. I grew up in Long Island. And I was so bitter with the move. We moved because we had to, like we were kind of forced to. We were fine, but we had to move. I was so bitter with the move that I didn't really want to make friends with people. And when I got here, we had like a month or two left of high school, and I just passed and got out. I didn't even go to the graduation ceremony because I didn't know these people.
Didn't care. Yeah.
I didn't fucking care. And in college, when you go to community college, most of the friend groups are already made because they're from the local high school, yeah? And I didn't have that energy or that want to like make friends. And then before I knew it, I was out of college because of YouTube. And I have a startling lack of social interaction. Like I talk to no one.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? So like,
Do you
this
live with anybody? Or do you live alone?
I live with my father and my brother.
Oh, okay.
Basically, yeah. And those are the only people I see, and they're busy. You know what I mean? Like they're doing their own stuff. So
Maybe you should like consider getting just like a part-time normal job. That's like the perfect way to get.
because I'm out of money. I have no money. I have to.
Yeah.
But I also like it's an all-around not great, like, because you don't go to a fucking part-time job to make friends. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
hey,
I mean something
you
you
can.
can do.
You can, dude.
No,
Dude,
you can do. but like the circumstances of which I'm pushing myself in there, you know what I mean? Like that's interesting. Like you know, like oh, I need friends. I'm gonna go get a job. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know.
No, I actually have a friend who does that. Like he made a lot of money through stocks at a young age. So he's retired now at the age of like 27, 28 or something, you know?
Damn,
And
must have made a lot. Jesus.
yeah. And then he's like, dude, I'm bored. I'm gonna go get a job at like some rock climbing facility or some shit. And he literally just went to get a part-time job just for the social aspect of it.
I've heard about millionaires literally getting jobs just to be social.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like they don't need it; they just do it for the social aspect.
I'm keen, and I'm running out of options, so you know I'm probably gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, yeah, maybe hopefully that will fix the whole social interaction thing. But it's
Yeah.
the lack of passion for doing anything creative because you just
You
feel
know, the
like
thing
you're
is,
letting
like,
it go. You know?
After I've been hearing this conversation, a lot of, from what I've realized too, is some of my passion does come from money, but it's mostly the fact that I've already like established my life, you know, and I have bills to pay and I have, you know, a certain amount of money I need to make every month in order to like not go back to living in my dad's garage.
Yeah.
I told you
But
before.
I do still enjoy what I do. I try to record a lot because, you know, if I only record it once every couple of weeks, that recording might just be terrible. And then I have to wait another couple of weeks to record. So I try and get a lot of recordings because there's more of a chance of getting something.
I want to start doing that too.
It's fucked up because you want to do it for passion's sake, but you're also needed for money. Like
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
streamed in
But I'm not
weeks
unpassionate
because-
about it. I still love, like there was a short period where I did lose passion, and it was like between like mid 2021 to like the beginning of 2022. And what I was
when you took
doing
that
is
break, right?
I was recording entire sessions and just giving it to an editor and letting them make the whole video themselves. And I fucking hated that. I was just like, I'm not even enjoying this anymore. I'm literally like posting somebody else's work. Even though I'm the one that recorded it, they did all the work. And I'm just like, yeah. So yeah, I took that break in March. Ever since then, I've like regained my passion of like wanting to edit my main channel stuff now. Mm-hmm. And there have been a couple videos that, you know, haven't been fully edited by me, but for the most part,
They are
I
edited by you
edit
for
my
the
main
most
channel
part,
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, you know what? Hopefully in a couple of years, a year or two, maybe 6 months, get back to this podcast and rewatch how I was now. And I'll be fucking
That'd be
laughing
cool.
like, dude, I'm good. I made it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm all right.
like
Hopefully.
this podcast has a real potential to be able to be like, I don't really see it. This isn't the only way that the reason that I want this podcast to work.
Yeah.
But it could be a very stable financial situation for all you guys.
That would be,
That would be awesome.
I'd be very thankful. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you think about like Misfits, like, you know, 85% of the Misfits don't even make videos anymore, but they have the podcast that keeps them like financially stable. So, you know, podcasts are
Yeah.
very helpful.
There was a short period of time where I was streaming and there wasn't really anything I wanted, and my bills were good. I was paying rent at the time and other things. Like I had everything that I felt like I wanted, and I still felt like on the fence. You know, I didn't really have what I didn't feel great. You know, I didn't feel like I made it. You know what I mean? Like everything was going well, and I felt good, and I was getting interactions with people. I felt healthy, but it was still felt empty. I can guarantee, like tomorrow, if the podcast was at the level of being able to live stable, I'd be very thankful. You know, better to cry in a
But you wouldn't feel
mansion
like
than a
fulfilled.
fucking homeless. Yeah, I wouldn't feel fulfilled. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
But
that's what I'm
wouldn't you
shooting.
say it would open up more time for you to do things that you want to do?
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
100%. Yeah, I'd rather cry in a mansion than on the street.
I don't know about a mansion, but
I'm playing.
man.
But I have all the time in the world right now, Agent. Like for the past couple months, I'm in this room. You know, if I'm not
Yeah.
in this room, I'm in my garage working out or playing tennis. That's about it. So
yeah, one of
I have
the
time.
like when I started doing YouTube, I had all the time in the world. That's why I was able to do it. I wasn't working or anything. It was just sitting at my fold out table desk and just making YouTube stuff. That's why I met Racc.
I missed that. Yeah,
I was living in a garage when I met Racc.
Yeah. I was living in the same room, but on a shitty ass like AMD Phenom.
Oh
X.
yeah. CPUs were like low end CPUs were terrible back then. Like now they're pretty decent. You can get away with like a low end CPU,
Yeah,
low
you
end
could get
GPU.
away with an i3 if you wanted to.
Yeah, but back then it was fucking rough.
Yeah, no, I was legit just chilling on my. Yeah, this is when I first started playing guitar too. Actually, I still have my first guitar right there. You don't
Really?
see it. Oh fuck, it's not there anymore. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Well.
we're reaching that time, and I think
Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes in.
yeah,
we were
and,
going.
and
We're
we
going.
should
My
carry
bad.
on whatever we're about to talk about into the next one. So, hey, make sure you guys download on Spotify.
Download on Spotify, like and subscribe.
Like and
Don't forget to like and
subscribe,
subscribe.
Yep.
If you made it this far, comment penis.
Please
Hashtag
comment,
penis.
like, yeah, interact with the video so that we have money.
Comment if you made it this far, comment upload Racc.
Oh yeah. Hashtag
Racc,
upload Racc.
Please comment, Racc, your content sucks, don't post it.
Since your whole fan base is also
Please.
super hypercritical.
He's saying that as a joke, guys, but please do not fucking. You won't see
All
it for
right.
a year. All right,
I'll
boys.
see you guys in the
Okay,
next one.
goodbye.
Peace out, y'all.
It's
Bye-bye.
been real.
It's been so real.